Hello English learners and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn a number of phrasal verbs that can be used as alternatives of the word cause. Okay, the first one is lead to. It means to start a process or an action which causes something happen later. Let me give you the first example to clarify the meaning of this word. Development of AI can eventually lead to mind-blowing changes in science and technology. Next example is, war in Ukraine is leading to food shortage and economic crisis. In these two sentences, AI and war in Ukraine are causing changes in science and technology and also in social and economical life of the world. Now we have a bunch of phrasal verbs which have the same meaning with cause. Result in is one of them. Its meaning is also to cause something happen, but especially something bad. Look at this example to understand more. COVID-19 has resulted in closing borders of all countries for visitors from abroad. As you know, that disease has bad impact in the world and it made international travel stop. So people couldn't visit any foreign countries for a while. Next example is, inappropriate education can result in weakening countries and making them dependent on strong ones. Here we can understand that a bad result of inappropriate education is slavery. However, bring about has a little bit positive meaning because it shows an improved situation, but sometimes an improved situation of negative changes. Look at these two examples and you can see what I mean. Example 1. Introducing electric cars has brought about declining the demand for internal combustion engine vehicles. Example 2. Cattle's overgrazing brings about severe changes on grasslands. In the first example, bring about means an improved situation of a positive change, and on the other hand, in the second sentence, it means an improved situation of negative change. Let's move on to the next phrase, give rise to. And it's a formal one. Why don't we take a look at the following examples? Example 1. Implementing one-on-one personal computer policy at schools gives rise to high computer literacy among young generation. Example 2. Having balanced nutrition regularly gives rise to a high level of public health. And also I can say that watching our video lessons and learning all phrasal verbs and interesting vocabulary gives rise to your efficient usage of English. Alright English learners, please don't lose your motivation to learn, because we have only 2 more phrasal verbs and one of them is be responsible for. If anybody or anything is responsible for something, it means that they have made it happen. Let's read the examples. If a nation faces a crisis, leaders of that society are responsible for it. In other words, the leaders of a nation didn't pay serious attention to the negative changes that were occurring in the society. In the end of the day, their nation faced a crisis. Example 2. Melanin is a responsible substance for the color of our skin, hair, and eyes. That substance causes darkness and lightness of living creatures' skin, hair, or fur, and eyes. Thus, melanin is responsible for the color of our skin and etc. Finally, our last phrasal verb for today's video is set off. It usually indicates a sudden start of fighting, protest, or debates and discussions among people. You'll learn more reading by the following examples. Example 1. Anti-abortion decision by the US government set off protests and marches in many states. If you are interested in reading newspapers and watching and listening to news, you may be aware of protests and marches against the new decision of the US government. Thousands of women are claiming their right to decide having an abortion independently. Government's decision causes sudden protests, thus the phrasal verb set off is being used in that sentence. Example 2. Implementing a unique school uniform around the country has set off hot debates. In this example also, debates started after the decision was made by the government. A sudden change occurred again. Okay, this is all for today's video lesson. Thanks for watching our videos and don't forget to share them with your friends. See you soon with another great video and bye for now.